Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another Tigers career rebuild video. This is the 11th episode and round number 8, and we're getting ready to take on the Canterbury Bankstown Doggies. So it's been a minute since I've used that actual clip. That was pretty much a staple for us in our Rugby League Live 3 Bulldogs career. Anyway, as we take a look at where they sit on the ladder, they're currently 11th with a season record of 3 wins and 4 losses, and they're coming off a 3-game losing streak. Alright, getting into the match. We've actually kept the same lineup as last game. I thought they did a pretty decent job, so I don't feel like we need any changes right now. We'll see how they go against the Doggies here. As we look at their lineup, as you can tell by their jersey with the poppies, it's currently the Anzac round. And yeah, let's get right into the game. We've got the Bulldogs in attack as they go to Cleveland, who gets rocked in the tackle. There's been a lot of those knock-ons from the big hits, and it's been happening post-patch, so I'm not too sure if that had anything to do with it, or if I need to raise my difficulty. And we're going to score on the back of the scrum here, with none other than Tedesco. It's been an absolute gun for us so far this season. I wonder how many times I've scored off the back of the scrum. As we take another look on the replay, the step wasn't necessary, there was a big enough gap for us to run through, and yeah, it was just simple stuff really. As we line up the kick with Lolo here, and we want to get the 2 points and extend our early lead to 6. Now this next part, I'm not too sure what happened to the actual gameplay of it, but the Bulldogs managed to hit back with Brett Morris on the wing as he steps his way around Malachi Watene-Zelezniak. I think I might have accidentally deleted a part I shouldn't have, as Moses Mbai takes a shot at goal, unsuccessful as they still trail by 2 points. Alright, so we're back in attack here as we go short to Woods. A monstrous run up the middle as he gains ball meters, inching closer to their 20. We're roughly 25 out as we go to Lolo here. Goes wide to Eisenhuth. He goes wide to Watene-Zelezniak as we get the offload back in field, and we almost make it to the line, just inches before the try line. So with our playmakers out of position, we go wide to Tedesco. We try a little chip and chase. Probably one of the worst kicks he can go for close to the line. Looking back at in hindsight, a grubber would have been way better, as Garvey actually makes a break. I thought for sure he caught that in goals, as he makes it all the way back inside our 20, and by in at dummy half, throws the dummy, throws another dummy as he gets around Tedesco at the back, and he's gonna score their second try of the game. What a run from dummy half by Moses Mbai. Dude, we just got absolutely shredded around the ruck here. As you can see, great footwork on display by Moses Mbai and the dive to finish it off. Beautiful try there by the AI once again, scoring a few decent tries this season. As he adds the extras, and they're going to go up by 4 points heading into the break. Alright, so back in the second half, we're with Hopewadi here, who gets around a defender. Bloody Tedesco sitting in goal. He should be on the try line as Hopper makes it over the line, and we're going to take a look if he got the ball down. So it goes up as a try, and you can obviously see here, he gets held up on his back. They're going to get the red lights, and it's going to be the Bulldogs back on attack. So pretty much almost immediately after that, they're going to score a try, and that's pretty much going to be the game for us. It was Josh Morris just stepping his way through defenders as Mbai converts, and the full-time score is going to sit at 16 points to 6 as we collect yet another L for the season. Honestly, going into the series and into the game as a whole, I was thinking that I could easily put some wins together, but it's been a struggle since the get-go, and I'm really enjoying that aspect of the game. Alright, so jumping right into round 9, we will be facing the defending champions, currently sitting at 2nd on the ladder, the Cronulla Sharks. So as we check out their season progression here, out of 8 games played, they've won 6, lost 2, and they're coming off a 3-game winning streak. As for us, well, you already know how we went. We stay collecting L's, and we stay being inconsistent. We now have a season record of 4 wins and 4 losses, which is pretty terrible if I'm honest. So before we get into the next game, we have made a slight adjustment to our lineup. We'll take a quick look at that before we jump into the match. Alright, so as you can see, the changes come in the back line, as Malachi Watene-Zelezniak bows out of the 17 and Jamal Idris makes his way into centre. I feel like that right side was really lacking firepower, with both Sully and Malachi being pretty low, and it kind of left us vulnerable on that side. So we brought in some firepower in Jamal Idris, moved Sully back out to the wing, and that's pretty much the only thing that was changed. Looking at their lineup here, and as you'd expect, they're juiced to the gills with a stacked back five. They've got Lee on the wing. In the halves, they got Maloney and Townsend. In the front row, they got Fafita, Seguiaro and Pryor. In the back row, they got Graham, Gallen and Bukuya. And finally, on the bench, Lewis, Paulo, Brown and Hyington. So a nice little mixture of youth and experience on the bench for the Sharkies. As we start things off with Aaron Woods, 16 minutes into the game, goes on a nice little run, finally gets pulled down on our 30. As we go to Taylor, and the captain makes a few meters, up the middle, gets tackled just inside halfway, Brooks to Tedesco, Tedesco with the long ball out to Idris, who draws in two defenders, gets the offload away to Mirza Sully, puts the chip over the top, and he's gonna regather it as we celebrate and get pulled down just before the line there. We got a little too cocky there, but it's the last tackle. Lolo Hare's on the blind side, so we go to Tedesco, puts it on the toe, regathers, and he's going to score under the posts here. A great individual effort by Tedesco, who initially started that break. I'm just glad we managed to score off the set because it was a monstrous set. Made so many meters up the field. We almost butchered it at the end. We should have ran into the corner with Sully, but we got a little cocky there. And luckily, James Tedesco came out with the try. Something I don't use much on this game that I used to use a lot in Rugby League Live 3 is the chip kick. They've changed the way it works on this game. For some reason you can't aim where to chip anymore, and it kind of killed it for me. Back in the old game I used to use it for banana kicks and whatnot close to the line. But yeah, that's a topic for another video. As we jump back into the game, we do convert the kick up by 6. We're first to draw blood. Back with the Sharks now in possession, as they spread out wide to Feki, who gets around 1. Tedesco with the ankle tap, and he's going to double around and throw him into touch. Beautiful play by Tedesco. As we take a quick look at the replay here of the ankle tap, and then he eventually threw him into touch. Great play by the fullback. It's going to be a massive omission for us next season. As we get it off the back of the scrum with Taylor, he's going to send it to Tedesco. Stands up Paul Gallen, and we're going to race away here for our second try of the game. We just had to take it to the line there. 1-1 with Gallen. I like those odds as we make the break. And yeah, it was another try off the scrum. Probably like our 5th or 6th for the season. As we make the 2 with Tui, and we're going to go up by 12 points heading into the break against the defending champs. Alright, so we're back in the second half here with the Sharkies in attack. They barely got any ball in the first half, and they're shifting the ball nicely here as Bukuya inches closer to our 30. Third tackle for the Sharks. As they shift it once again, Graham finds space, and he's just going to race away here for a simple try. I don't know what I was doing in defense. I couldn't get a hold of the pressure that I wanted to control, and he just strolls over for their first point of the game. Alright, so we're back in attack after a knock on, and we're going to send it to Eisenhuth here, who gets absolutely leveled by Andrew Fafita, I think it was. That damn big hit. Loses the ball forward, and the Sharkies are in a great position to tie the game up. With Holmes here, who takes it to the line, and it's going to get wrapped up about 11 meters out from our line. As Seguiaro goes for a scoot here, catches defenders out of position, fends off Tedesco, and he's going to score the try. A terrible likeness, but a great try by Seguiaro there, as Maloney converts, and they tie the game up. Alright, so we're back. 67 minutes in, we go to Edwards to take it to the line, and he's going to lose the ball forward. Another big hit by Fafita, I think it was again. Man, Andrew Fafita just single-handedly dominating our forwards in defense. I think it was Insane who brought up a good point about big hits. He was saying something about choosing who you run to, and on both occasions there, I had a weak forward running into Fafita, and that almost likely caused a knock-on. So I guess it's just poor play on my part looking back in hindsight as they score a third try. Valentine Holmes it is, diving under the posts. We're definitely going to need to take another look at that up close. So we have Holmes here, tucked in behind Maloney, runs onto it, gets a pass from Bakuya, and it's just quick feed at the line, gets around Taylor and Tedesco at the same time. As Maloney converts, and it's going to be the Sharks here who take the lead with 10 minutes to go. Back in attack with the Sharks as they go to Fafita, and we just overrun it on defense there. Fafita makes a few meters. First tackle, they go wide to Graham, and we're going to give away a penalty for a high tackle. They take the 2 points. I believe it ends up being the final points of the match, and we're going to fall to the Sharks 20 points to 12. Full time here at Leichhardt Oval. Such a disappointing loss. We looked pretty good in the first half, but in the second half, a few big hits turned the game around. Fafita just went all Super Saiyan in that second half and just dominated our forwards. As we look at the full-time stats, it's going to be James Seguiaro picking up man of the match. As always, drop that like button for more content. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.
Shine season and it's over. 50K from the promoter.